What's up you guys, After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Roswell, New Mexico. This is Season 2, Episode 4. Let's get it done.
I'm looking for 2 women, injured but armed and dangerous. It's a matter of national security.
I'd have noticed if anything resembling feminine knocked on my door.
Don't let the soft features sway you, cowboy. They are dangerous. Can't help but notice the blood in your clothes.
You know, I was doing some work.
Well, you killed a coyote, sir. Told me you're just gonna scare him, but you killed him, didn't you?
Neighbor kid. Can't shake him. I told you, son. We have to protect what's ours from intruders.
Yes, sir.
It's a hard lesson, kid. But one must hold paramount the things you choose to fight for. My father taught me that. Thank you for your time.
I'll move your truck to delivery, but if the military's after you, you can only stay for tonight. Boss's wife won't let him blame the drought on God, so that honor goes to his foreman. That's me. I'm already gonna lose my job. I can't have him thinking I'm hiding fugitives. You understand? You have to leave. Tomorrow. I'll be back in the morning to change your dressings before you have to go.
Boy!
What can't wait for me to finish my huevos rancheros?
They finally grew. Maybe Mr. Long won't fire you now.
That's a damn miracle.
I think they're trying to say thank you. And I think we should let them stay, okay?
Ooh, that sounded different.
You're telling me that Michael Guerin used pinball parts and a car battery to cause cutaneous perfusion?
Doesn't look pretty, but we think it's working.
I don't know how people break eggs like that and not get shelling.
So we think he's getting stronger. Now all we need to do is...
Figure out the heart transplant. I think I've locked down the order we need to attach the valves.
Blood flow doesn't mimic the pattern in humans?
Reverse, actually. I figured that after 2 hours of the ultrasound. Guerin's chest. I can pick his nipples out of a lineup, Liz. I really hope you understand the sacrifices I'm making here. But between that and the surgeries I've observed, I'm feeling slightly less terrified.
To cautious optimism.
To a groundbreaking achievement no one can ever know about. Is this Café de Olla?
Oh, yeah.
What do you need?
What does that mean?
You think I don't know your I need a favor face by now? It's seared into my brain.
So I need a small favor. It's called a personal genome machine. I put one on order months ago before my study got shut down, and it's finally at the hospital.
You want me to steal another?
No, I'll steal it. I just want you to aid and abet.
Ooh, yes.
Cool. Breakfast.
No.
She's been doing her online addiction counseling sessions and haven't seen any new graffiti pop up around town since her and Maria started talking, so slamming doors and angry alt-rock are almost charming. Hey, you've been here every day for weeks. I know you love you some Space Jam, but what's really going on?
After everything that happened with Noah, I got a new perspective on the whole mind meddling thing. I'd only used it for selfish purposes, so I was prepared to go off at cold turkey. But then last week, I saw your father leaving church, and I started to wonder if maybe...
You've been messing with my dad's head. Isabel, what are you doing?
Okay, just hear me out. Your father's a religious man, right? He believes in all the great resurrections. Jesus, Lazarus, Dad bod. Maybe with my influence, I can get him to believe in another resurrection. He's not gonna question a miracle.
His health is dubious at best. If my dad saw Rosa, he would have a heart attack.
You're doing everything you can to reunite my family. Let me at least try to reunite yours.
Aww, that's sweet.
Guy in the newspaper photo next to my mom, Roy Bronson, foreman at the Long Farm in the 40s. When every other farm was struggling, the Longs experienced record-breaking crops. Summer of 47. No one could explain it.
Okay.
Until October 48, the day after that photo ran in the paper. The farm was devastated by a massive fire. Foreman, entire staff killed. Whole place burned down.
What caused the fire?
Well, the paper called it an act of God. Said it was a freak storm. Bolt of lightning strikes the barn the same night that my mom's caught and locked up in Caulfield. While you were being an American hero, I was a rancher, and these people's livelihood depends on taking copious notes. I want to see if they have some record of my mom.
Howdy. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a greeting we reserve for guests. What I meant to say is, y'all are trespassing.
He's just gonna fucking shoot him?
Shoot both of us with that thing.
I don't think logic is the best defense against a buffed redneck.
Aren't there terms to probation when it comes to weapons?
Court stipulates no firearms. The 140 PSI buckbanger's got no combustible parts. But it'll still bust a hole in your junkyard ass unless you vacate this little patch of paradise.
Okay, we'll go. You seem busy anyway.
With what?
Diamond! Silk!
Seriously? It's an empty theater. Kind of pervert. Let's make a buffer seat.
You watch surgeries for fun. Seems like the pot calling the kettle pervert.
Oh, this is my quiet place of contemplation. You keep invading.
A guy I know is waiting on a heart transplant. I just want to know everything I can when the time comes.
This guy a friend of yours?
More of a rival. It's complicated.
So this is about a girl. You're watching heart surgeries to try to impress a girl whose boyfriend is dying? Did I just wake up in a YA novel?
And trust me, with our history, you can fill a whole series.
I don't know. You're a decent-looking guy. Seems like it'd be a lot easier for you to just move on.
Dreaming of your glory days, Master Sergeant?
Heard you were back in town.
Keeping tabs?
No, it's a small town. People talk.
And you won't mind if you and I have a little chat?
Come on up.
Hands.
My doctor told me that busy hands will help me regain my dexterity. Since I've never one for knitting.
You told me my sister was in an Ohio prison, but when I got there was no record of a Charlotte Cameron ever having been in custody. A couple weeks ago, I got this. It's not her handwriting. What did you do with her?
Well, first of all, please stop pointing your weapon at me. And secondly, I didn't do anything with it. She's been released.
Her sentence. She's out?
I wouldn't get too excited about it. She's in a hell of a lot more trouble outside of jail than she ever was inside.
Hashtag Slalian.
Every little change could be your own personal miracle. That's what I always say.
I've already got my miracle, my girls. That's why I need to get this diner back on its feet. So Liz can stop worrying about her dad and find her own dream.
Oh, I like that they've changed the effect, because the other effect was bad.
What would be your miracle? What do you pray for?
Forgiveness.
Show me.
¿Qué demonios pasa contigo? Esto es por culpa de ese muchacho. Federico, did that fool give you drugs? I'll kill him!
You're hurting me. That's child abuse.
Everything I do to hold you up. And you see it as abuse. I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, right.
This isn't funny. Sheriff Valenti won't give you any more chances.
You should be happy. You wanted me to be on the field hockey team. Remember, you said I should make friends and have a good American fun.
Who sold you the pills?
I stole them.
Was it Federico?
You wouldn't believe me.
Tell me the truth!
It was Mom! She's either too high to notice that they're missing, or she knows and she doesn't care.
You're lying to me. I don't know how to help you.
So stop trying then. I'm beyond hope anyway, right? That's what everybody else in this town thinks.
Maybe you're right. I'm going for a drive. It says Pancake Poppy's already taken. I need a new username.
Given this is the Dean of Surgery's office, gonna say once more what a bad idea this is. Like I said, historically bad.
Don't tease me like that. Are we getting sopapillas or what?
Hold your horses. I gotta get my hat first.
I'll get it.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Don't you think that's a bit loud? No one's come knocking here for months.
Military's looking for little green men, not Duke Ellington. Besides, this one's all healed up now and she owes me a dance.
Oh, I don't know the steps.
You picked up English pretty fast, you'll get it. Besides, you move with grace all the time. Just gotta handle the rhythm. Okay, follow me.
Walt, don't ruin the surprise. You and Mr. Bronson will see the pumpkin launcher at the county fair just like everybody else.
You seem sad, Miss Nora.
I'm just missing my dance partner. He's about your height. Curly hair, though. He has my whole heart. I think you'll like him. He is very smart, very brave.
You should bring him here.
It's not safe for him yet, but soon.
I could dance with you till then.
Well, who could say no to a gentleman like you? Thank you.
Let's find the office. There'll be records.
Hey, you smell that? It smells like rain. It's what you smell like under all the grease and bourbon. It's what your workshop smells like. Something alien happened here. Enough that I can still smell it 70 years later. Hey, you said the old barn burned down, right? It looks like maybe they salvaged some of it to build this new one.
What is it? Some type of code?
It's a height chart, Michael. Didn't anybody ever do this with you?
Nora's my mother. If she was here at the same time as Louise...
Nora and Louise. Ah, just like Mary Louise and Nora from the Vampire Diaries.
Do with family.
Yeah. Seems like a big old interstellar love fest around here. But why not let me out of the pod? Crash the party.
We fought off an entire Air Force squadron to protect you. If they didn't bring you here, they were probably still afraid of something. Look, if that kid Walt was really that young when your mother lived here, then there's a good chance he's still alive. Alien guy.
Nazi guy?
Totally lost guy.
Ah, he's always in the library looking up UFO crash stuff. I'm always there working on my World War II book, so I'm an historian.
You work here?
Yeah, I live here. Let me guess. You think aliens lived on this farm in 47? Well, you're wrong. You see, the foreman at the time, Roy Bronson, was definitely hiding something. They weren't little green men. They were Nazi spies.
That was so close.
Close? She caught us. And you kissed me. Why did you kiss me?
Why else would two people be in a closet together?
That was the dean of surgery's daughter. Could be in massive trouble.
Kyle, if we were in trouble, we'd be in trouble, okay? This is junior year. Like, racer room, getting caught by Coach Wiggins.
No harm then, no harm now. Plus, I got him. You keep looking. I'm gonna go get my machine.
You getting powers like this?
Rude? Oh my god, of course you're afraid of me. I murdered you.
No, look, I know that it wasn't actually you, okay? I realized that he did it to you too.
I should have come here a long time ago.
So why are you here now?
I have questions about your father. I want to help reunite your family. I think that I can use my powers to convince Arturo that miracles are real, that that's why you're here. And then you can go home, and he doesn't have to ask questions about aliens and have a heart attack.
But like the rest of the town?
Believes in miracles.
But he doesn't believe that he deserves one. He thinks he failed you. 10 years in, he goes to church every Sunday to beg for forgiveness. And he hasn't found it yet. Will you help me?
I was trying to make my dad's famous cherry chili blast milkshake, but I don't have the secret ingredient. I can't even remember the last thing that I said to him before I died. It was probably something awful.
But why your dad? Honestly, he's kind of awesome.
I get these mood swings sometimes. Like, I can be happy and singing 1 minute, and then all of a sudden this darkness just closes in over me, and I have all these voices telling me...
Definitely bipolar.
How do you get through that?
My dad, he used to let me paint on the walls. He said that he didn't care what I ruined as long as I was smiling. Music is a big one. I mean, the day that my dad saved up to buy the jukebox was the best day of my life. A cherry chili blast milkshake. Sometimes I pray. I used to love going to church on Sundays.
With your dad?
Yeah.
He was your constant.
I mean, every way that I save myself is something that he gave me.
What was that? When was that?
It was my memory. I'm learning new tricks. Pancake Pappy 50s.
Oh no, your money's no good here.
Listen, old man, you either take that now or I break in later and reverse rob you.
This tip, it's too much.
Well, it won't be once you make me one of your famous cherry chili milkshakes.
Okay.
You said there was a private security outfit that might be looking for my sister.
I may be hobbled, but they are not. Be careful. By the way, sorry to hear things didn't work out between you and Evans. Small town. People talk.
You know, you were hunting aliens, and I gave you Max's name. Why didn't you lock him up in Caulfield with the rest?
I don't know. I guess I feel like there's a story unfolding in Roswell. Has been for more than 50 years. Can't blame me for wanting to see how it ends.
I was so stealthy.
Like, I was hoping to see the girl.
Maisie'd have been very impressed.
Super.
I'm sorry today. Are you mad at me?
I think I'm mad at me.
This is about the kiss, isn't it? We kissed a million times. I didn't think it'd be that big a deal.
Yeah, that was clear.
I didn't realize you still felt that way.
I don't know how I feel. I keep risking my job, my medical license for you ever since you got to town. Lying to my mother to protect your boyfriend, giving every minute of my free time to save him. I keep putting you first, constantly, and I
put Max first. I love him, Kyle.
And I'm happy for you. I want you to be happy, Liz.
I want you to be happy too. I love you, Kyle. You're family.
Great. I love you like a brother speech. Just
No, I did not say like a brother. I said like family. There's a difference.
Yeah, she looks at you like a dad.
You know, what we're doing, you and me, it doesn't only have to be for Max.
what are you talking about?
Once Max is healthy, we could use this genome machine to target cellular apoptosis. I mean, we could craft polymerase sequencing in human DNA. We don't have to stop. We have no boards, no restrictions.
You're waiting room bargaining.
What?
Family members sit in waiting rooms promising God that if he just lets their loved ones live, they'll finally quit drinking, volunteer at a homeless shelter. This is no different. I'm gonna help you save Max, Liz. But after that, I'm gonna need a little space. Okay?
That's fair.
Because the truth is, I like being your rock. And if I'm being honest, I like being whatever you want me to be whenever you want me to be it. I always have. But as long as I'm your rock, I'm standing still. I can't do that anymore.
These match the M1917s the airmen used in 48.
They were scattered all over the property. Legend has it the Nazis were building some kind of bomb in the barn. And one night, the Air Force showed up.
Night of the fire.
The blaze burned so hot it turned sand to stone. Papers say that lightning struck the barn and everyone died in the flames, but that's bull. See, I think the Air Force covered up the massacre that happened when they discovered that weapon.
Drowning your sorrows?
No. It's a happy beer. They weren't building a weapon. It's a schematic for a ship, a life raft with enough room for 3 pods to get us the hell out of here. They had a plan for me. There are measurements here I've been trying to figure out for 2 decades. Can't believe Wyatt Long has been hiding it all along.
I searched for hits on the Long Farm in my files, and I found an AAR. The names were redacted. Turns of phrase weren't. One stood out in particular. Diligence is what Maine men do.
Maine men.
Whoever transcribed the report heard Maine men, but I know that phrase all too well.
You're saying Tripp was a Maine's man?
My great-uncle, Eugene Maines III, hence Tripp.
Why is there 2? And put it here.
Coyotes hunt this time of night, don't worry.
These people, they got guns.
He was methodical.
Right now.
He hunted them.
We're gonna go in here.
He hunted your mother for a year.
You're gonna hide me here and you're not gonna make a sound until I tell you. You understand? Come on.
I won't let anything happen to you. You're my world, Louise.
I am so sorry. I love you.
The only thing worse than a liar is a traitor.
You have to understand, they're just people, sir.
They're the enemy.
Remember what he wrote? I apologize for my failure to eliminate the enemy. It won't happen again.
He and his army murdered everyone on the farm. Then they dragged my mother through 7 decades of hell.
Hold the perimeter. No one out. These aliens aren't the only ones who can light fires.
There's people still inside.
Then their blood is on your hands.
The boy.
Ship would have had a fuel source. Must have been a hell of an explosion. They just wanted to take us home.
I'm so sorry, Gary.
It wasn't you.
I keep telling myself that. It doesn't help.
This is a piece of my console. How'd you find this?
I've had it for months. Jim Valenti left it for me. I was afraid that if I gave it to you that you would use it to leave, and I didn't want you to go. I can't let our history repeat itself. I will not be another Maines standing in your way.
Hi, Pappy.
It's a miracle. I don't deserve this.
You do deserve it. I know you'll never believe that. So believe this. Believe that Rosa deserves a miracle. She deserves a second chance. She deserves 1,000,000 second chances. You're her miracle, Arturo. You never failed her.
This is very sweet.
I haven't heard that song in so long.
Papi, did you know about this?
I didn't know how to explain it.
For how long?
I thought I couldn't tell you.
Perhaps when God grants you a miracle, you don't question it. You give thanks. Gracias.
idea of God always freaked me out. Like, apparently he made people in his own image, which, first of all, get over yourself. But then also, does that apply to us? Does every planet have its own God? Let's say that we're all clones of the big guy in the sky. Well, then doesn't it stand to reason that we're all capable of slinging light? Well, I guess by that same token, we're all capable of tremendous wrath. We're walking contradictions, a never-ending mercurial rise and fall, darkness and light. I guess the real miracle is choosing the light, despite the ever-present darkness. Look at us. We're in the middle of a downright biblical desert, galaxies from where we started. Wait, our very existence is a miracle. I'm capable of so much more than I thought I was, Max. I really think that maybe I could do great things. I need you to come back, okay? I need you to be the thing that I can believe in. It doesn't let me down. I just need this one little miracle. And I promise I won't ever ask for anything ever again.
I don't know what that means. Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well, that was Roswell, New Mexico, Season 2, Episode 4. Isobel was the MVP of this episode. What she did for the Ortega family. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Kyle, I understand. Plus, he's being set up with this new lady, and all the flashbacks, very interesting. Maybe that kid is still alive though. I reckon he got out somehow. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.